Good morning, Legacy Flat Roofing and Sheet Metal. Early Saturday, October morning, we're here at a client's roof, about 400 square feet we're going to do. I'll show you the roof, I'll show you the layout. It's a bit of a different roof this time. This roof is sloped, but the client has gone to go with a flat roof system, even though it's a little sloped, because the slope is 212, 412 on the low end. So I basically suggested this system, and I think it's going to work great. They've been having leaks just all of a sudden, just like that. They started getting major leaks in their rooms downstairs in their living room. Downstairs inside the house, you could see huge mounds of drywall just have come down. So they called me in. I suggested the system. I think it's going to work great, so they decided to go with it. So I will show you the job. Okay, so this is the roof. You can see it's a very low slope system. So I'm thinking about 2 to 412, nothing more than that. So here we have the roof side that we're going to do. We're going to be doing this side here. And you can see this discoloration here. That is where they've had leaks. The client has ended up going to, he bought some pail of mastik at the local home hardware dealership like that. And he applied it to the roof, and also he ended up buying pea stone and putting it on top. It was a great attempt. You know, it unfortunately didn't work for him, but it was okay. The attempt is, unless you really know where the leak's coming from, you know where to attack the system. So, like I said, if it worked, it would have been great for him. Unfortunately, for this time, it didn't work. But it's a lot better attempt than I've seen other people. So I'm, you know, I was impressed. But besides the fact it didn't work, so that's why we're here. So you can see he added stone to this, which is unfortunately going to make it a little bit more difficult for me, because now I have to either remove the stone, or if the stone doesn't come off, just go on top of it. So this is what the roof looked like prior to his to the start of his repairs. These stones here, he had a tarp up here, so he was just trying to hold the tarp down. It now leaks every time it rains, so it doesn't even have to be a certain type. So you can see the vents here. We're going to flash that in. The vents are in good condition, so there was no need for me to price in a repair of a vent. We're going to flash that in with a product called All Sands Flashing. You can see behind me the vent right there. So we're going to flash that in with an All Sands Flashing, and basically it's almost a paint-on system. You'll see it. It's really good for a detail like this, where we're not going to take the actual flashing out. We're going to roof around it. It's going to turn out really good. So this is the project about 400 square feet behind me. First plan is to get the material up here. That's why I'm breathing a bit heavy. And then we start laying down soper board. We have the metal cut out for the along this trim here. We have the metal cut out for that. Drip edge flashing, you've seen that before, and go from there. So it's going to be a bit of a rush of a day. I see a bit of clouds up there. So we're going to try to get the project in and really try to clean up this roof. So, okay, thank you very much. Hope you learned something, and follow us on this job. Thanks, guys. We've removed as much stone as we could, and now we've installed some soper board behind us, fastened it into the board. We cut around the hydro detail, we've cut around the vent detail, so I'll show you where we're at now. So, again, we went with the soper board peel and stick system. Because this is a residential roof, we don't want to bring hot asphalt or torches, so that's where we're at. Like I said, we're only doing this side of the roof here. The leak was in this area here, so I'm trying to save the client some monies by basically just attacking where the leak is. There's no really need to do the rest of the roof. It looks like it's in fair condition, so we go from there. Okay, so we put a little extra fastener, as you can see, in the boards, just because it's a slope. There is going to be some uplift in the ridges and maybe on the east trough system, so we just put a little more fasteners. You can see we cut around the vent here. So I want to make sure that's a nice clean detail. So I'll bring you in. We're going to now start priming the soper board, and then we are going to start applying the base sheet. So really, so far so good, really turning out nice and clean, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Okay, welcome back. We finished putting in the base sheet. We're adding the metal flashing trim, so we're priming that. We flashed in the existing hydro pole and some venting back there, so I'll show you what it looks like now. I think it looks actually really good. So what you're looking at again is the base sheet membrane, and now we are, I'd say, 95% watertight. After this, we put on the cap sheet and we go from there. So I'll show you the new metal flashing we put. Actually turned out really nice. So you can see this is the base sheet here, and then this is the new metal flashing we fastened with the nails right on. So this is gonna make sure basically there's no ice and water damming or ice damming. So we put the base sheet runs down here and we put the metal flashing on top. We are currently priming the base sheet. We want to put some base sheet flashing here, just another layer of protection, and start with cap. So you can see here we had because this is a slope, we have a roller. This is I'm not sure, 150-pound roller. So it just basically rolls out the membrane, keeps it nice and clean, make sure there's no air bubbles in it. So just something I wanted to bring on this job. We flashed around the venting here, as you can see. Make sure that it's 100% watertight. So there's going to be a new detail we're going to put in this venting. I'll show you later on, and it's called all sands flashing. So we'll go from there. Basically, we are watertight. If it was to rain now, no water's going to get inside the house. We want to put on the cap sheet, obviously, and go from there. So I'll bring you back. So far, job's going really well. It's maybe noon time, so we're flying through this one. It's got a good process going down. So bring you back when we're onto the cap sheet and show you the all sands flashing, how we're going to do the flashing around the hydro pole and also the venting behind us. So there you go. Thanks. Okay, Legacy Flat Roofing and Sheet Metal. The job is complete. We are 100% done. It really turned out wonderful. I'm very pleased how it turned out. I think the client's going to be thrilled. We got the membranes in exactly where we wanted them, and basically we hit where it was leaking, so it couldn't have turned out better. I'll show you how we ended up. There you go. That is a perfectly nice, straight, seamed, flat roof. So we have the detail here at the vent. Remember, we left the vent in because the vent is fine. There's no need to replace it. Save the client a bit of money. And you can see our all sands flashing we tied into there. So that is going to mold up beautifully. Let's see how it feels right now. There we go. It's a bit tacky still, but that should turn out beautiful when it's done. There's our tie-in. Basically, we did not do the client's whole roof because the whole roof wasn't leaking. So we used mesh and mastic to tie in there. And there is the other detail. So it's an odd detail because, as you can see, it's a power line running top. So there was nothing we could bring over the stack to bring on. So we had to come up with something, and this product turned out wonderful. There you go, 100% done, and I think the client's gonna be thrilled. Stop their water leakage into their place. So, Legacy Flat Roofing and Sheet Metal. If you're in the Southwestern Ontario area, give us a call. Our website is legacyroofs.com, or you can email us at info@legacyroofs.com. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If there's anything we can do, give us a call. The number is going to be at the bottom of the screen. Thank you for all the people on Facebook that's been saying kind words to us, and yeah, just give us a call if there's anything you can do. legacyroofs.com. Check us out.